All right, everybody, welcome back to Crows of Judgment. And as promised, here's a video talking about the brand new Batwoman and not and why she's like the greatest thing ever, and how resisting oppression and white fragility and misogynism phobes are like the worst things ever. But before we jump into it, just do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, even if that comment is, Crow, I'm sensing some very misogynism phobist stuff from you lately, and I'll probably reply to that and just call you an idiot or something. But let's just jump into this. So, Batwoman unveils first look at Javisha Leslie in costume. I do apologize if I said the name wrong, because someone's probably gonna get very upset if I did. I. It's, I, I mean, this just started trending. Obviously, this broke last night. We covered a little bit on Bounding into Comics, but I didn't see this statement. I felt it was important that viewers could tell by the silhouette that Batwoman was a black girl. With the form fitting suit and beautiful afro, we definitely nailed it. And I'm just like, what does that have to do with being Batwoman? Right? Like, if this is your new pitch to me, right? And I want to be quick with this video, like, because we went over a lot of this stuff in the stream. But like, if this is your pitch to me with your show, is look, we hired a black person. We hired a black person. The black person's leading the show now. Look. I'm so disinterested at this point. Like, I really am. You know, um, it, tell me why I should be impressed with the character, right? Tell me why she's going to be a great Batwoman. Don't tell me don't tell me Black Woman. I mean Batwoman is here. Like, it's just stupid. And I guess this costume is a redesign, and I'm looking at it, I'm just like, it is. I mean, it looks the same. Do something unique. Do something. No. We need to make it clear that Batwoman is black now. Like, can you make it clear to me why I should tune into your fucking trash fire of a show? Right? You bombed the first season. You completely fucked it up. You brought us like nothing interesting, nothing to get us hooked on anything. Like, you burned through your talent there. You got an actress who, I don't think she's a bad actress. Don't get me wrong. Like, Ruby Rose, fine, but she was not right for that role. She didn't get in shape for the role, and everything about that show is just lazy, low effort, just stupid. Um, what's this? So I guess it's like one of the top comments here. Terribly terrible. Always talk. Always. Let me scroll it down so you guys can see it. Always taking white characters and making them black, but never taking black characters and making them white, Hispanic, etc. Talk about cultural appropriation. Make them black. I could care less, but do it for all sides. Then, I mean, like, I don't really agree with that statement, because let's just be clear here. This is not them recasting Kate Kane as a black person now. They're just writing her out of the show because Ruby Rose doesn't want to do it anymore, and they're replacing her character with this one, right? Now, one of the things that I didn't like about the Batwoman show, is in the comics she just decides to become Batwoman, right? Like, she doesn't know Bruce Wayne is Batman. She just decides that she's going to be Batwoman because Batman had saved her at one point, right? And so everything she does, she builds by herself, right? Her tactics are her training from being in the military. So to me, when they just like open it up with, oh, she discovers that Batman is her cousin, and now she's got all of his toys and gadgets, I was just like, okay, fuck you too. This shit though, I'm like, okay, so is she just gonna like stumble into everything Kate Kane owned? Because like, you know, one of the things about Batman is like the insane levels of training to get into that position, and it was already kind of like, if Kate Wayne, uh, Kate Kane, if Kate Kane is just as good as Batman without the training, right? And she's skinny as shit, like a toothpick and everything. I'm just like, ugh, I mean, you're kind of ruining the character a little bit. Um, there were just better ways of doing this story, and I keep seeing like comments like this where they're just talking about how great it is that they have a black actress now, and I'm just like, can you tell me like why I should watch the show? Because you're telling me, oh, like adds Batwoman to watch list. Why? Like, like why? I mean, it's not. I'm not saying like. And here's the thing, right? This infinitely is a better costume than what they have for Batwoman, right? And this is from the show Black Lightning, um, but way better costume. Okay, and actually, I like the first season of Black Lightning. Then we stopped watching cable, and I just started like getting back into things. So I'll see, but like I actually like the show, and there's definitely like some heavy progressive elements in that show and everything, but I still liked it. Right, it was still a good show. They had a compelling story. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I did. But I look at this shit. I'm just like, Batwoman was like just a dumpster fire every single episode. They did some objectively stupid shit where all they wanted to do was talk about how Kate Kane was a lesbian. Right? Kate Kane's gay. Kate Kane's gay. That's why you should watch the show, because Kate Kane's gay. I'm like, no. Like, give me some reason like why I should actually watch the show. Like, why should I care? And yeah, actually, let me do this, right? Okay, so this character is called Jack Harkness, and he is from the Doctor Who universe. He appears at the time that David Tennant's the Doctor, the best time for Doctor Who, as far as I'm concerned. And he was just a cool character. And when he shows up, he's a time agent. He's a thief. He's a con man. He's just a cool dude all around, right? And he time travels with the watch and everything. And the Doctor's upset with him doing that shit. Um, and I don't know, like, I think maybe at like one point they hinted at his sexuality, but they didn't really like dive deep into it. And then he got his own show, which was Torchwood, and like he's pansexual. And it's not this like it's not a reason to watch the show. He just is, right? The reason why you watch the show is because the actor is very good. The storylines in each of the episodes were very entertaining. And I personally I thought it was great, right? And when you see him like leaving a room with the dude, I wasn't like, whoa, I didn't stop watching the show, right? Like, I really like Torchwood. If you've never watched it, it's very entertaining, and you really should. But the key to his character was not, oh, look at this pansexual man, and look how he's not afraid to sleep with men, and this is just the greatest thing ever. You watched it because the actor was great. The character was very entertaining whenever he was on screen, and the storylines for the episodes were very decent. I go back to Blackwoman, because that's what she called herself, and I'm like, you're not giving me any reason to watch a show. If you're telling me to watch the show because it's a black woman now, I'm like, okay, that's kind of racist to me, in the sense that like I don't care what her race is. I don't give a shit. I just tell me a good story. Now, if you want to have her like Batwoman's now abandoned the city, or she's dead or something, and it's all falling apart, it's all going to shit, and she decides to take matters into her own hands. She builds her own fucking suit. She takes over the mantle that nobody gave to her, and she just starts fighting crime, right? That would be infinitely better, right? And I don't want to see her in the very first episode just literally kicking everyone's ass. I want to see her stumble, struggle, and grow into it, right? All these things, I just feel like that the way that they're promoting that show, maybe I am wrong, right? Like, maybe I am wrong. Maybe the show will be great. Like, I remember when The Mandalorian came out, and one of the actors made this stupid comment about how, oh, this show is really about resisting the president. And then I was like, I'm just done. I don't want to watch it. And then I did watch it, and it turned out to be great, right? So I could be having a total overreaction. I fully admit that. Don't get me wrong. But when I see the way that they choose to promote these shows, it's like they don't actually give a shit about the character. They don't give a shit about the story. They don't give a shit about, like, the fight choreography. They don't give a shit about what any of the fans say. And let's just go back into the Twitter, because why not? So this is the official Twitter account for the Batwoman Writers Room. Writers Room Twitter for CW's Batwoman, saving the world with one batarang at a time. And I want to go down here, because when I say like they don't give a shit about what the fans are actually saying, right? I've made it very clear. I think Batwoman is a great character as she was originally portrayed in the comics, right? I think that you could do a lot with that character. and they completely fucked it up in the show. But they put out this tweet. We'll shout this until we can't speak anymore. Nothing but respect for our Batwoman. And they turned off all replies, right? So it's like they know fans don't like this shit, right? Not that it's a black woman. They don't like the fact that that's all you're telling us about the character. She's black. She's black. It's a perfect reason to watch the show. Like, it's not. Like, give me a reason why I should get back. And you drop it like a fire fucking trailer. Drop this racial identitarian shit. Drop the fucking uh, alphabet fucking stupid ass shit, right? Obviously that's an element of the character. I'm not saying deny it entirely. Don't show it because God said not to. I'm just saying, like, if you want us to treat like everybody the same, I mean us as like a society, we want to treat everybody the same. You need to treat people like they are actually the same, not like some, I don't want to say token, but like, come on, it feels that way, right? It's like the only thing that I'm supposed to like about this show is that it's a black woman now, so now I have to watch it. I mean, no, I really don't. Like, and I'm a major Batman fan. I love anything to do with Bat Family. Um, back the story we did about Batgirl, I was just like, well, that's dumb. But like, it's not like I don't know the character's history, right? It's not like I don't like read those comics. I still do. Like, I've definitely dropped off a lot of them because it's just becoming so in your face at this point. But like, if this is what you're going to give me on TV, I mean, I'm sure that you'll have like some people tune into it. But what's going to happen with this show is unless they change course, right? Unless they make it about the character and not about the character being black or the character being gay or the character being whatever. As long as they make the show about a very compelling character, right? They will do very well because the first night that this show is out, they're going to be promoted like crazy. You're going to have a bunch of people just tune into it, and sadly, because it's a black woman now, not because they actually care, not because they're actually interested in what happens. And after the first episode, maybe the second, they're all just going to start turning off the TV, right? Because there's nothing there for even like the woke people to watch, right? Because they don't care about these characters. They only care that, oh, it's a black woman now. They gotta sit through like fucking an hour of just like turd fucking writing. Like, I don't know. It's disappointing. It really is because there's a lot of potential here. There really is. I mean, there's potential with just about every single superhero, supervillain. There really is, right? Because these characters have existed in comics for a very long time, right? There's a lot of material there you can use. But, you know, it sucks when you see something with a lot of potential and it just gets pissed away by talentless people, not the actress. I'm talking about the writers. It just sucks when you see talent get pissed away. It's awful. It's awful to see potential just burned out. And I feel like that's all you're gonna get here because that's all they're trying to promote. Batwoman is black now. Respect her. Batwoman is black now. Tune into our show. It's on the CW every Tuesday night. Yada yada yada. Like, I'm just not interested anymore. And it sucks too because anything to do with Gotham, like the Gotham TV show took me a long time to get into, right? Because it's a little bit weird, but I started to really like that show. I honestly I didn't even care when they made Penguin gay. I was just like, "Oh, whatever. It's kind of quirky, right? But it didn't become like the only thing that they focused about with him. He was still like a fucking little sociopath, and it was very entertaining watching the guy who played Cobblepot. This to me, you're not giving me a reason why I should like it. You're not giving me a reason why I should respect it. You're literally just telling me it's a black woman now, so watch our show. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I mean, my wife is black, and to be frank with you, I'd rather just watch her do literally anything than tune into this show because it's another black woman. I'm like, ugh, whatever. Like, drop the identitarian bullshit. Stop hiding your fucking replies. Actually talk to your fans. And yeah, ignore the people that are like nasty and mean because you're gonna get that 100%. But like, if someone's giving you like actual valid criticism, shut the fuck up and listen to it because everyone can grow. Absolutely everybody can grow. Your show can grow. Your fans can grow. If you just want to shut it all out and go, black woman, black woman, black woman, I don't know. I had no reason to watch this shit. Anyways, guys, hopefully I'm wrong on this one, but I don't think I am.